monitoring and policy. Okay, so encryption, AAA, and segmentation security components will provide for what? Data privacy and secure network resources, right? Whatever we have done and discussed about it so far. However, a full-time monitoring solution is still needed to protect against possible attacks that can happen on WLAN. Okay, so we do need a full-time monitoring solution. A full-time monitoring solution is definitely needed to check or protect against the possible attacks that can happen on WLAN. For possible attacks on WLAN, and by the way, they can be layer 1 or layer 2 both. Okay, wonderful. So these potential attacks which can be attempted against a .11 wireless networks, they can be monitored by wireless intrusion detection system. So when these attacks are basically attempted, they can be monitored by a WIDS, that is wireless intrusion detection system, and on top of that we can also run some policies. Let me just change. Yeah, we can also run some policies on top of that, right? Now not all business units can actually go ahead and purchase a WIDS. So depending on the level of risk assessment, as I said, not all businesses require a monitoring solution. If it's a very small network, you may not even need that. However, if the budget permits, a monitoring system is something which is highly recommended. So it's not mandatory, but highly recommended. I would say for enterprise network, by all means go ahead and have this. This is absolutely needed for networks where data is precious, where the networks are they have a very high risk assessment, and then you probably need a WIDS for that. So by all means go ahead and buy it. This is something which will help save a lot of effort at the back end. If something goes wrong, you'll anyway be prepared for that. WIPS, so WIDS is detection system. Something complementary to that is WIPS, that is called intrusion prevention system, where actions can be taken to prevent certain attacks that also can happen. But yeah, anyway, these are two things which assist an enterprise or any network management or a network admin should recommend to their customer, and something which will help them add some extra layer of security in the network as well, right? Anyway, next we'll talk about some legacy security mechanisms in the next chapter.